For years, this has been the trade-off. You can carry a floody light for wide area illumination, perfect for hiking or working up close. I mean, maybe not this one, but usually a floodlight's good for working up close. It's great for seeing what's at your feet and can't really see that far most of the time. Or, let me get this out of the way, you can carry a thrower, and this will allow you to see what's happening hundreds of meters away. It's a spotlight, but it leaves you with tunnel vision, so to speak. If you wanted both, you had to carry both, and it was a constant compromise in your kit. Well, Nitecore is trying to end that compromise for good. This is the brand new Nitecore EX7, and it's not just a flashlight, it's a variable beam system. It has dedicated spotlight, a dedicated floodlight, and even a mixed beam all in one compact body. So today we're going to do a deep dive and see if this truly is one light that can do it all. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am James and this is Torches and Tactical. So Nitecore sent over their full retail package. This is the EX7, so let's take a quick look at what you get inside. First up, first and foremost, I would have to say that this is the primary focus of the channel. So let's get into the EX7 here in just a second. But before I do that, I want to let you guys see that the heart of the system is a new 5500 milliamp hour 21700 cell lithium ion battery. It's great that they include a top tier battery. It is high drain, so you're going to get maximum power out of this battery. So it's fantastic that they include that. Next, you have a really high quality USB-A to USB-C cable. It's super thick, but y'all know me. I have that one over here that I constantly use, so a lot of these don't really come out. But I do love the fact they even included a little Velcro strip here to make it a little easier to keep this nice and neat. I'm going to get that out of the way as well. You also get a good high quality lanyard and a couple spare O-rings, but I mean, that's not really that interesting. And you also get a plethora, an absolute gob of paperwork. So you have your safety warnings, you have your Nitecore. This is going to give you easy contact information for their worldwide warranty service. You also have a quick guide. I highly recommend hanging on to this because there's so much that this light does. You also have, here, I'm going to pop this open. Now, what's interesting is they have that quick guide. Here's kind of a not as quick guide. I guess you could word it like that, but it gives you all the instructions on how to operate it as well. And then you have everything, the parameters, the specifications, the UI, everything inside that user manual as well in a couple different languages. So if we're going to get all that out, including the box, I'll show you this here real fast. We're going to get all that out, including the box. That's going to allow us to focus on the light itself. So focusing on the light, the EX7 immediately feels like a very high quality piece. The body is machined from aerograde AL6061 T6 aluminum, and it has that hard type 3 anodized finish. So the black looks amazing on this. And if I'm being totally frank, I think Nitecore and probably JetBeam have always had some of the best machining on their lights out of all the manufacturers I've dealt with. The body is machined. I think it looks great. That hard anodized finish looks great. It's 130 millimeters long with a 35 mil head and weighs in at 140 grams without that battery. It is substantial enough to feel durable, but still very portable and comfortable to hold. I think the placement of that side switch is fantastic on this. The real innovation of this light comes up front, and I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see this. So this is Nitecore's brand new, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Nitecore's brand new, globally debuting NightLab M515S Array LED. So what that's going to do is, well, first off, you're going to get 4 of them, but each one has 5 individual cores. So that's a total of 20 cores on the EX7. That is a complex array, and it's what allows the light to intelligently allocate power and create its distinctive beam patterns. Like I said before, this has your flood, your spot, and your mixed beam. The user interface is controlled by this single large metal side switch. It has a very positive tactile click. A quick press turns it on and off. I do have the battery out right now. I do have the battery out so I can show you guys that. But a quick press turns it on and off. Actually, here, let's go ahead and take care of that right now. Just so you guys can see how quickly that battery does go in. but a quick press does turn it on and off. And from here, as long as you take less than 3 seconds, when you turn it on, you can press again to cycle those brightness levels, and then it will shut off as well. So from here, you go ultra low to turbo, and to change the beam pattern when it's on, you can press and hold, and you'll see the beam pattern change. So here we have spot, then I'm going to press and hold. Now we have mixed beam, so it definitely softened the hotspot and came out wide a little bit better. Press and hold again. Now this is the flood mode. So you still get a little bit of hotspot just because of the reflector design, but it floods out a lot more. I think that the simple, easy way to change in between those is definitely interesting, and it allows you to prioritize that brightness control and beam selection, which I think is excellent for most users. For power, we saw, as I showed you earlier, that it does run on that beefy 5500 milliamp hour 21700 cell. And for charging, opposite that side switch, you do get a modern built-in USB-C port, and this is protected by a thick rubber cover that I just moved out of the way. For carry and hands-free use, you do get a stainless two-way pocket clip right here. So a little heavy for hat use, but I love the fact that they included a pocket clip as well. And in addition to that, you also get a magnet in the base. So when I say that magnet's strong, I cannot tell you enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So let's set that down. And I'm going to get out this big boy right here, because I want to show you, boom, just like that. This light's not going anywhere. I tried looking in the tail cap and I couldn't really discern the size of the magnet. But I can tell you at 140 grams, you think this thing would be wibbly wobbly. It doesn't do that at all. Okay, but I just wanted to show you that. Now I want to go over some numbers because they are staggering. The dedicated spotlight mode hits 3000 lumens, and again, that is from 4 central emitters, and reaches a max throw of 500 meters. So it definitely hits the mark for a spotlight. The floodlight provides a massive wall of light for close-up work, but in mixed light mode, the EX7 has a special defensive mode called Lumen Shield, which when it's on or off, you can access with a double press. So I'm going to show you guys right now. So 1, 2. So this will give you a blazing 6,000 lumens. From something this small, that's really, really nice. The max run time, if you have it on 1 lumen ultra low mode, is an incredible 570 hours. And if we're doing the math, that comes to about 24 days. On top of all that, it is fully IP68 waterproof, meaning it's dust tight and submersible up to 2 meters. And it is impact resistant as well to 2 meters. So guys, what I want to do now is I want to take this outside so you guys can see how it works in that 3000 lumens in spot, how it works in the flood and even mixed beam. We will access that 6000 lumen shield as well, so you guys can see what the EX7 is capable of. So let's just get out there and do it. All right, guys, tonight I am out with the Nitecore EX7, and because there is that 3-second cutoff in between changing modes, I'm going to cycle through these pretty quick. So if you want to make note, it will go 30 lumens for low, 180 for medium, 600 for high, and 1500 for turbo. So that'll go for each mode, but I'm going to start in spot, and I'm going to go ahead and cycle through all those. So I'm just going to say low, medium, high, and so on. So let's just get straight into it. So we have low, medium, high, and turbo, 1500 lumens in spot. Now I'm going to go ahead and press and hold. So this is mixed mode now. I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, and we're going to cycle back through. Low, medium, high, and turbo. And again, 1500 lumens in mixed mode. Now I'm going to cycle through them one more time, but this is flood mode. So let's go low, medium, high, and turbo. This is 1500 lumens in flood mode. And there are also 4 other modes here now. So we have a search and a lumen shield. So lumen shield is going to be the full 6000 lumens. That's going to run full tilt on all of the 20 cores. And you get to that by doing a double press, 1, 2. So this is 6000 lumens, and my goodness, this is bright. If you do a press and hold while it's in lumen shield, So this is 3,000 lumens on spot mode. So if you do need a little more push while you're in spot mode, this will definitely do it. Then there are a triple press for strobe, 1, 2, 3, and you do get that tactical strobe. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it is a pretty quick paced strobe. And then I told you there was 4. I only gave you 3. We also have an ultra low mode. Now you're not going to see diddly from that right now, but I'm going to go ahead and press and hold. And I'm going to walk out here actually just so you guys can see that there is indeed a little bit of output from this light. And I think something small like this is going to be great for when you want to, cycle through some dresser drawers without waking up your significant other and all that fun jazz. But just real fast, while I'm in ultra low mode, I'm going to go back to lumen shield. And again, that's 6,000 lumens. So let's just do a quick double press. 1, 2. And there we go. So we have all 20 cores firing off 6,000 lumens. It does get pretty warm, but a lot of light output is going to equal a lot of heat. You can see that it did just step down. I've been running it pretty hard. I actually filmed this a couple times, so if that makes any difference for you guys. I got quite a few lumen shield bursts before it started to step down because of temp. But now that we have seen how the EX7 lights up your life, let's go ahead and get back inside. All right, guys, we went outside and we tested the Nitecore EX7. And after testing, I can say that this isn't just one flashlight. It's definitely 3 distinct high-performance flashlights cleverly engineered into one single body. I think the pros are obvious. The versatility of having a dedicated spot, flood, and mixed beam is unmatched. That 6,000 lumen output is immense, and the build quality, I definitely think Nitecore has always had a super high marks in build quality, and they've met it again with this. So as far as the complete kit with the magnetic tail, the USB-C charging are just icing on the cake at this point. The only potential con, I think, is typically I'm used to pressing and holding in order to change my output levels. So the user interface can take a little bit of getting used to, since that long press changes the beam pattern instead of ramping brightness. But once you have that muscle memory, it's surprisingly intuitive. So who is the Nitecore EX7 for? I think it's for the user who refuses to compromise. I think it's for the search and rescue professional who needs both flood and throw, and it's for the serious camper or hiker who wants a perfect light for every situation. I think if you're a tech enthusiast who wants the latest and greatest LED technology, definitely check out the Nitecore EX7. It's one of the most versatile flashlights I've ever tested. The Nitecore EX7 truly feels like a next generation flashlight, and the ability to customize your beam pattern on the fly makes it incredibly powerful and an adaptable tool for almost any situation. So now I want to know what you guys think. Is the multi-beam system the future of flashlight design? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to Torches and Tactical. So guys, stay safe and stay lit.